Hey everybody, welcome back to the Minus 20 podcast. My name is Jay. I'm the GM. Oh, go ahead, do it. Do it! Okay. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Clap stays in.
It's totally staying. This is our clapboard where we
the
signal the beginning of the session.
You can't give her a job to do and not let her do it.
I know, which we're going to keep it in the recording, obviously.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pathfinder 2nd Edition, real play podcast. Vigilante, our homebrew campaign. I'm here with our wonderful clapper.
Diana. Wait, don't call me clapper. I don't want that nickname.
Clapper.
Diana's got the clap this week.
Oh, boy.
Session 0.
I'm here with Holly.
Hey, everybody. Play Serafina.
I'm here with John.
Hey, everybody. I don't play Serafina. I play Marth.
I'm here with James.
So in British slang, I had to look. I'm like, is clapper a derogatory term that I now then have to go edit out of this podcast? But no. A clapper is an idiom which means something usually to run or drive extremely fast or vigorously. So you're filled with zeal.
As long as it's
as a clapper
at the end.
We have to say that with a British accent, though. Hey, you clapper.
Wow, that was good.
You salty clapper.
Ooh. It is also a hockey term. So to do a slap shot.
Oh.
James is our linguist.
Makes a clapper. James shoots the clapper. I guess, do you clap the clapper? Or
Yeah, it's like a clap because like the slap shot makes the quick sound.
Oh, that's a good clapper, eh?
Yeah.
You have to do the Canadian
Too much
accent.
coffee for Jay today.
Nate is here.
Hi, that's me.
I think that we got everybody there, right? We talked about the clapper and everyone else.
We got the clapper? Are we sure that we have defined
Never
clearly
need
enough
band
to define
ever again.
Diana's the clapper?
Welcome back to the Minus 20 podcast. We are going to skip band today. We're going to go right into it. And we start in the 7th Ward in Triangle Square and Lotions and Potions. Serafina in bed.
Steamy.
No, every time we're in my house, I'm in bed sleeping.
Yep.
You're a single mother. You need your rest.
The irony is I'm never sleeping. So
Yeah.
it's
It
notable because I'm in bed. Like, oh, look,
It is dawn,
she got a power nap in. That's great.
and you are awoken by the sound of hammering coming from downstairs just after dawn.
Of course, my
Kids.
startle reaction is probably off the charts
Yep.
these days.
What are they getting into?
Like,
But
oh
no,
the
this has
akata,
been
they're back.
this has been going on for several days already. There's construction going on in Lotions and Potions.
They have to start so early. So I throw a robe on and stumble downstairs to the kitchen.
You see, as usual, a pair of dwarves on the other side in the shop. They're hammering at a wall at the other side of Lotions and Potion. They're breaking it down because your mom, Lysandra, is expanding the shop. She just got a juicy contract from the city.
Lotions and potions and beyond.
That's right. So she got a juicy contract with the city in the wake of the akata attack to supply health potions to the guard and clinics around the 7th Ward. So her business has taken off. She has to hire workers, everything like that. And she bought the shop next door and is expanding the Lotions and Potions so that she can have like an area where people can craft these health potions at bulk.
Does this mean Echo can have her own room now and stop kicking me all night?
So real quick before we jump into this, I guess we could go out and visit the safe space at some point, but I take that back. Let's continue this scene. You're in the kitchen. You see those two dwarves as usual working on the wall and the other Lotions and Potions. And I assume you sit down, with your coffee or whatever. And as you do, as you're settling down to breakfast, another dwarf walks through the kitchen with a board on his shoulder. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt you, just coming through here. And he tracks like dirt through the kitchen into Lotions and Potions.
That's all right. How are you boys doing? How's it coming along?
Well, fine, Miss Serafina, doing all right. We'll be done here in a couple of weeks, no problem. We'll be out of here before you know it. That's right. That's right. Mr. Franzi. Oh, my boy Franzi hasn't been around here bothering you much, has he?
Cannon.
Have a cookie, sir. Mr. Franzi.
Oh,
My cookies are well liked
hope you
by
don't
your
mind
son.
if I save it from my boy. He talks highly of your cookies.
Please
It's like,
convey my affection to your son and the cookie.
yeah, and so after a few minutes, you're down here, ringing headache. You probably just snatched a couple hours of sleep last night between the midwifery duties and the patrolling you've been doing in the tenements. And then your mother comes in. Oh, hello, dear. You're finally up.
Yeah, it was a late night last night. I had a delivery, so I didn't get much sleep.
Well, they'll be done here in a couple of weeks before you know it.
Oh, that's soon.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, given the expansion we're doing. Oh, do you mind watching the house this afternoon? I've got a bunch of interviews I need to do with some new alchemists who I'm going to be hiring.
Sure. Are we still open for business, or is the construction getting in the way of that?
No, we're still open. We're still working out of the main shop.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to, Mama. That's it's good that you're hiring some help.
Don't worry. Well, I'm hiring someone for the shop to do that work, so this is only a temporary inconvenience. I'll take that duty off your shoulders.
Duty. Sorry, I'm really tired, Mama. I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
Duty. You always had an interesting sense of humor.
Yeah, well, that's how I get by. It's how I survive.
Also, with this influx of money, I meant to tell you, but I've hired someone to help around the house, too, with the cooking and the dishes.
Oh,
and also to watch Echo, too.
This is every mom's dream.
She'll be over any moment, and then you can, talk with her and see if...
I mean, gosh, does she know Echo? Has she met Echo before?
No. I mean, I'm sure she knows of Echo.
The one person in the world that doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's new here. Sure. I mean, as long as she knows kind of Echo's challenges and the ways that she herself is challenging.
She seemed like a pretty hard-nosed girl who could take care of herself.
Well, but not too hard-nosed. I mean, we don't want to kill the child's spirit.
No, not that way. She used to work at the
She
room in
has
the pillar.
firm boundaries, but
Yeah, no,
she's not unkind or anything.
She used to work at the room in the pillar, so she's dealt with all kinds of challenges and stuff, I'm sure, over there, handling the drunks and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, then she is qualified.
Yeah. That's what well, and also she's, she cooks and cleans up, so.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I look forward to meeting her.
At that point, there's a knock on the door. That's probably her now. And you hear your mom, clump, clump, clump towards the door. Door opens up. You hear, oh my God. Like, this is such a cute house.
Oh, I was really hoping.
Oh my gosh.
I was so hoping.
She ushers in, this girl, the probably Kira's age, with like very poofed out hair and a smart little outfit on. Oh my God, like this house is amazing. Thank you, Ms. Lysandra. Oh, hello, my name is Imelda. And she reaches out her hand to shake hers.
Diana has to do it.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing wonderful.
I have, I played Imelda.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God.
All right, so I know who Imelda is, right? Although,
Well, you've only seen her as
Yeah.
the disguise of
I
Kira.
would
Yeah, it's
put
Kira's
two and two
cousin.
together. So I'd go up and introduce myself. Hi, hello. I'm Echo's mom. I understand you're going to be kind of keeping an eye on her.
Oh my God, totally. I love kids. They're so cool. Oh, Echo used to come by the bar all the time.
Oh my gosh, I have a story about that from my own life, but now is not the time.
I love her. She's so great.
Well, she is very high-spirited, so I kind of hope, you're prepared for that, but
Well,
she's very resourceful.
totally like what kind of, like, what are her boundaries and stuff? Like, what should I totally want to, like, organize my watching skills with your parenting structure.
Yes. What is your parenting structure?
Yeah, what are her boundaries?
What are her
How do you
boundaries? Like,
parent?
what-
Like, none
what-
of this stuff applies, you guys.
What is she allowed to do and not do? And what if you have, I personally like totally subscribe to like the talk it out instead of punishing theory of parenting, but
I think that will probably work well with her. I mean, in terms of like house rules, I try to minimize her exposure to dead bodies as much as I can.
Arts and crafts. Do
Well-
not
I understand it's not always possible.
such a drag lately with the akata. It's really hard to do that, huh?
Yeah, well, it's been a problem longer than maybe you would believe. But
Oh my God, there was a body in the alley behind the room, the pillar, for almost a week before they picked it up.
yeah, it's very sad. Very sad.
Yeah.
She's very creative. She's very active. She will have a lot of questions about things. Just a word of warning. She does repeat everything she hears. Not
Oh my
always-
God, that's terrible.
Not always to you. So,
Oh my
you know,
God.
if there's gossip or some information that you don't want getting out in the town, I recommend discretion.
Oh, wait a minute. She has good gossip?
Well, that's kind of how she got her name. You know,
Wow.
she hears things and then she repeats it to other
terrible.
people. I know.
I can't believe that's going to happen. Well, I'll be sure to nip that in the bud right away.
I mean, you can try. I'm telling you this for your own benefit. So if you have any, you know, just be very careful that she doesn't overhear you if you're talking about something that you don't want
Oh,
the rest of the ward to know.
I'm sure I have nothing to really be embarrassing or anything like that. Totally not.
So you worked at the Room in the Pillar? Or
Yes,
do
I
you
did,
still
yes.
work
Yeah,
there?
I was a main server and I worked in the kitchen too.
Oh, how long have you lived in the 7th Ward?
Oh, my whole life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My whole family and I, cousins and family and all kinds of people.
Well, that's nice.
Got a big family.
Large family is nice, I'm sure.
We got, it's such a, I don't know, I'm so glad to get this job, to get out of the house. Like, they know everything about you. They're always up in your business. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
Echo will be up in your
annoying.
business too, I'm sorry to say, but it'll be good for her to have some mature company.
Oh my God, totally. It's going to be
I'm
amazing.
just so busy, you know, I'm never
can't
home.
wait.
So good luck with everything.
Oh, thank you. And she goes and starts.
And please tell me if she's unruly or anything like that, and I'll talk to her.
Well, like, totally, but, you know, sometimes during, like, the child's trust, you have to, you know, like, take care of things on their own and show yourself that you're not going to rat them out every time they do something wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
But certainly if anything important or serious comes up, you'll be the first to let you know. Please, Ms. Serafina, I promise you I have nothing but respect for you and your family.
All right. And she can be a little bit, she's very resourceful and sometimes sneaks out. So just be aware of that. And she has a little friend, Franzi, and the two of them sometimes get into some trouble. So
Okay. Cool. That sounds great. All right. Nice to meet you, Ms. Serafina. And she'll go off and, like, talk with Lysandra in the corner.
don't kill my child's spirit.
Probably discussing wages or whatever.
Echo's
this
gonna
is-
come home. Oh my God, Mom.
Yeah, not a single deception or insight check was made during that entire conversation.
No
I love
need.
it.
She's trustworthy.
Bye.
It's family.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Look at your safe space so you can describe to us where it is and what it looks like.
Yeah, so in a lull when there's nobody walking in and out the back door, I go out in the back garden. We have, you know, a little tiny space back there. And so is this something you can physically see, or is it it's like a magical space, right?
I think it's, in this case, it'd probably be physical. So
Okay.
you maybe created like a
A
fake,
storage shed or
maybe dug below it or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like created
a little burrow.
it's 10 by 10, which is tiny. It's like the size of, you know, my little bathroom here.
10 by 10?
10 by 10, isn't that tiny? It's like, isn't that the size of the safe space?
Yeah.
To the feet? Yeah, so.
No, it's two 10
by
foot.
10s.
Oh, 2 10 by 10, so a little
Yeah.
bit bigger, but still a pretty small space.
Jay's palatial bathroom
My
down
palatial,
here in the
right where you can bump your elbows in the wall.
Yeah.
Fit 16 medium creatures.
16, wow.
Yeah, 10 by 10 isn't bad.
Is it?
That's big.
Well,
I've
they're probably
had-
jammed
is
in
it
pretty
two?
good.
Is it 2 adjacent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
10
10
by
by
10s?
10
So
squares.
Okay,
20
I'm
by
sorry.
10.
8 medium creatures.
So yeah, I go in to sort of check it out. I've got my weapons in there, my gear, my vigilante outfit, maybe a beanbag chair, you know, like- and then I've got a little stash of supplies in case, you know, worst case scenario if we have to hide out in there. You know, I've got some non-perishables and a few casks of water and things like that.
Considering this is, kind of medievally type times in the 7th Ward, your beanbag chair is also your emergency provisions. It's literally
a bag of beans, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Rent week.
After you come back out of your safe space, maybe checking up again, making sure that the workers hadn't discovered it or dug too near it or anything, you come back into your house, and there is another knock on the door. Perhaps you assume it's Imelda, and you go to the door in your robe, and you open it up, and there are two people there. Two, let's say, like an elf and an orc, and they're dressed in light blue, and they have like a little stack of pamphlets. And the orc says to you, "Good morning, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you, but we're here to spread the word of Pharasma around the neighborhood. Have you gotten in touch with your afterlife yet? Do you know where you'll end up?
End of life planning.
At the end of your life?"
Oh, interesting. Funny you should ask that.
Oh, are you?
I mean,
do you have a terminal disease or something?
No.
Arrange some hospice.
I'm interested. Pharasma. Gosh, I wasn't aware that her followers did sort of proselytizing.
Well, it's very rare. I hope you don't mind us disturbing you, but with all the recent deaths in the 7th Ward, we thought we would reach out to people to make sure that they're not planning on resurrecting themselves or desecrating the dead or anything like that. And also to, come in touch, sort of personal touch with the fact of their own mortality, and to reassure them that Pharasma can see all and will sort them after they die.
Why does this not make me feel better?
It'll be great. She's totally a very good sorter.
I can assure you, I have no immediate plans to resurrect myself or anyone I know.
Good.
Where do you? Is there a temple? Nearby, or
yes, we there's several throughout the city, but the main temple is over in the 1st Ward. The Pharasma's grave site is what we call it. So yeah, if you're interested, we've got some amazing sculptures of Pharasma and some of the famous events that she's associated with, and paintings on the wall, that kind of thing, and in case you do know someone who's suffering from a terminal illness and needs hospice, we have hospice care. Here, let me give you this pamphlet.
Oh, interesting. What is this?
You look down and it's like, it's got the spiral of Pharasma on it, and it's got, "Did you know Pharasma, stands in the end of the rivers of souls in the astral plane and sorts the dead as they come to
And they
her."
had to handwrite all of these individually.
Yeah, right. They're probably printed,
Yeah, that's true. We do have a printing press. We have the newspaper.
It's on super cheap paper. It's like a mimeograph machine, and the ink is smeared or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Here, this will answer all of your questions. It has
very
the edicts.
informative.
I'm sure it's very thorough, but if I find I have other questions, do you recommend that I go to, is the temple open to
Of course.
visitors, or?
We certainly could use some help getting the good word of Pharasma out to the people of the 7th Ward.
Oh, I have a lot of jobs already, but
I see.
if I find that questions come up
Sure.
future times.
In the meantime, if you see anyone, skulking around any of the dead bodies in the 7th Ward, please let us know.
Okay, but if anyone reports a child that, a little girl about 5 or 6 years old with curly black hair, that's normal. You don't need to worry about that. That's just...
You know of a child necromancer?
Well, she's not a necromancer yet.
Huh.
But she's just curious. In fact, maybe you would approve of something like that. She has an interest in the dead. So.
Oh, yes, but it depends on what kind of interest. We have re-education programs. We have
that. Well, that remains to be seen. So
See.
far, it just seems to be a fascination with a physical dead body.
Yeah, so if you suspect you're a child of necromancy, we have a very unique therapy program we can put them through to
conversion
disassociate
therapy.
themselves from
I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you very much for coming by. And good luck, I guess, with your door-to-door stuff.
Thank you. Take care, man. Pharasma's blessing be on you.
Thank you.
Good day, says the elf. And the two of them troops down the street, and we'll end our scene there. Let's go to visit Bo Poncho. Do you want to start
Oh, yeah.
with the ride, or do you want to be out in the farm?
Oh, I figured like I would go same like we did last time. Was like, hey, we got to go pick up some food. So obviously, food being a big issue right now. So, hey, Shep,
Yes.
I was thinking we could pick up some more food. It says it's spring, it's the three Bs, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy.
Oh, boy. I'm sure I could find a way to hide those in soup.
Oh man, a broccoli soup! I have a recipe, and I'll definitely get it to you.
Much appreciated. We leaving now?
If you got the time.
I'll always make time.
Oh yeah, let's go grab Tilly and get out to the farm. So yeah, we make our way out of town, grab the horned lizard that pulls my cart, and we flail our way out to the different farms. So after like a good session of kind of getting all those, it's getting late now, and I was wondering. And it kind of looks around, like making sure there's no one in earshot. Like, we should really talk about strategy.
Yeah, it seems like every other day we're finding ourselves in a life or death struggle. I have to admit the past few days have actually been fairly nice.
Yeah, that's definitely a change of pace, but I think we could do better. Like, one, we don't communicate well enough in any of these battles, but like, just understanding each other a bit more might help us like not end up dead.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't be all that honest if I didn't say having your bullets flying past me and killing people right next to me is unnerving, but at the same time appreciated, so if anything I can do to not get shot in the back...
Yeah, that's fair, Here, and we kind of jump off the cart and find a nice part of the dry part of the dirt that kind of grab a stick, or I use my finger because it can extend a little bit, and we start kind of just drawing out in the dirt. Like, I'm like, so I was thinking, like, kind of draws like a big X. Like, remember when we fought the big one? The big one with the, and I had to drop up on down on him. So like
the one you were swallowed by.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a big target like that, like I think we could figure out proactively how to get in position. So one, yeah, I don't shoot you in the back, and I haven't done that yet, which I feel really good about.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, like
it.
I want to use some of those more fancy bullets that have splash damage, and I always worry like, oh no, I can't use this thing that would actually do a lot of good, but I'd hurt everybody else, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, certainly don't want to run too headstrong into combat and make it any more difficult than we need to for either you or anyone else. It seems like, well, every great plan falls apart as soon as the first bullet or spell or arrow flies.
Okay, so if I'm right here in the middle, do you like normally just kind of run straight in, or do you think I should run in, or what's your thoughts on? Like, I can trust that Ghost and Wraith are going to run right where I was about to shoot my my bullets and end up getting on fire and nonsense like that. So,
I mean, unless there's a trap, then they run into that instead.
Well, yeah, of course they run into the traps, but that, I can't control that.
Yeah.
I can just control where I go when there's something big and scary.
Well, absolutely. I certainly don't mind running headfirst into a fight. Be fair, too, ringing in my ears kind of drowns everything out, so... Once blades are drawn, I typically head straight in.
Oh, all right. And it kind of draws out. If you're a straight line in here, and most likely they're going to try to get angled there, those two stay back, which is good.
You like to position yourself high as well. Get an advantage on the battlefield, yeah?
I try to keep, in the middle kind of thing. So, like, if there's any, like, stragglers, and I draw, like, ads kind of thing. Or, like when we had all those blue dog thingies, they all ran past. I want to make sure if you got the big guy, that I'm ready to intercept anyone that's going in, but there are times that I want to also run in and hit the same guy, so I can set up, one of those, I'm on this side and he's on that side, saying flanking without saying flanking, but like drawing their attention otherwise, So it's one of those, I'm conflicted in battles. Like, oh, am I protecting the middle, or am I setting up, you for success,
You're one big green angel on our shoulder.
Aw.
Feels like watching over us.
If I could cry, I would.
I suppose we do have an angel, but yeah, Bo, you looking out for us and hitting anything that gets past me is always much appreciated. Anything I can do to help make you or the rest of us more effective and, well, by proxy, not die. That's the big one. It's been a long while since I've worked with other people to stay alive, and appreciate any pointers that you got. Usually I'm either head first into the fray, or I'm patching up the people afterwards. So
That's a good point. I never thought about that, because we should probably have some kind of keyword, if you can't tank whatever we're fighting against and be running back and healing at the same time. I think we got to figure out some kind of shorthand so that I know to take your spot while you take my spot. And he's just frantically drawing it. It's just completely kicking up dust at this point.
yeah, we're doing a little battle mapping strategy montage.
I have an idea. I haven't shown anybody this yet, but it's something that helps me kind of think about how I'd fight. Just come here, and they ride for about a good 5 minutes or so until they kind of hit the edge of the woods. Here, come on back here. Bo can sleek through these things. There's not a beaten path per se, so it's a little bit of having to work through the bramble. But once you do for about a minute or so, then there's this clearing. And in the clearing, there's a number of practice dummies and targets. So you kind of look up in the trees, and there's a bunch of little ones with little targets on each one that have clearly been hit by a number of seed shots before. There's one really big practice dummy that looks pretty worn out, and it's made of straw, but you can clearly see old pumpkin guts were used as heads and gourds. And to that point,
Rudy Tooty?
oh no, Rudy Tooty! But the pumpkin guts have almost leatherified in the sun and now cover this big practice dummy. And then there's a couple other dummies that are scattered about. There's one that's, you got the big one in the front, and then there's another one that's got a plate mail-ish type thing, clearly scraps of different armor that he's found over the years. That's up front. And he's got a couple smaller ones that are around the area. One actually does have it looks like a bull skull on top of it. Clearly he's thought about where Angel of Death is in the relative battle. Got another one that has a leather-ish jacket on it, but it's fruit leather. And there's another one that's a little bit closer to the big one. It's got a burlap sack over the top with another little small gourd that's kind of misshapen in there. And you can kind of start inferring a little bit.
Yep.
How he's thought about himself in the party. And I don't know can I make him make a roll?
Sure, yeah.
All right,
Sure.
I'm making him make a roll. I'm taking over GM apparently.
Yeah.
Be that guy. What would be perception?
Sure. Yeah, Shep's learning a bit about strategizing with Bo. Oh, it's almost an at 20. 25.
You would definitely tell just from a quick glance, the smaller ones that are the party, with the exception of the big one out front and another one, those ones look very old and way more weathered. And then there's the one for Angel of Death, the one for Marth's character, and for Diana's character.
The Witness.
The Witness, thank you. Thinking too many things at the same time to be able to recall.
50 episodes in, guys.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
If you're doing
Welcome to my world.
Well, in my defense, she has 5 different character names. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Those look clearly newer.
How long you been at this out here in the sticks, Bo?
Well, it's hard to tell, We just don't look at it like time as in years and minutes and seconds and everything. Everything's Sikoko. It's all about cycles. So just how many cycles have you lived through? So it's definitely a couple cycles.
I know you've mentioned that you're far older than any of us. Looks like you've been around a while.
Yeah, I guess, oh man. I left the Grove probably 100 years ago, and I set up shop out here in kind of the woods and the farm area for a good 10, 20 years. And probably 60 or so is when I went into the ward, and I met Vol, and she helped me set up shop. And so, yeah, I guess I've been in the ward for, 50, 60 odd years.
Bo, you make a 60-year-old like me feel old.
Well, it's not like that with us Leshies. We're we take care of our vessels, but they're not aging or anything. We just got to make sure, they don't, get root rot or, don't get small bugs in them. And, I take care of the vessel, but what makes me me isn't this. And he gestures to all of him. It's just a Lashy thing.
Where's what's on the inside? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're trying to give me some old Leshy wisdom?
No. It's you wouldn't think of your body as your clothes, right? Yeah, you definitely wear the same clothes quite often, and I'm sure you can't tell me the last time you cleaned them off. But like for me, it's just my vessels, my pants. So either way, I appreciate it, but don't judge yourself on me because I'm a fringe case at best. But I brought you in here so that we could maybe go through. I'd love to know like your mentality when we're about to go into a fight, because I think if I know how you're gonna act and where you're gonna swing, maybe I could either like one, not shoot you, that would be good, and maybe set you up for something and you could set me up for something. I think we could turn this disadvantage of being in the way of each other to something more productive.
Generally try to keep it pretty simple. I run in and hit it till it stops moving.
Well, don't tell me. Show me here. You see him reach out the vines, and he goes into his vendetta form just to like make it a little bit easier. I'm like, okay, so I'm ready. He grabs and vines off the big dummy and vines away the one that kind of situates his spot. Here. Oh my goodness! Look at that guy over there. That's going to hurt the city. Go.
Yeah, Shep does pretty much classic stuff that we've all seen before. Just draw a sword and rush on in, double striding, sudden charge up, and start hacking, slashing away at it until...
So wait, stop right there. Don't. Why'd you swing there?
What?
Why did you swing right there?
Because it has a neck.
Okay, so you go for the neck. Okay, neck. Remember, human things have necks. Got it. All right, so where do you swing second?
Swing high and swing low and wherever the openings are, I guess, Bo.
All right.
You don't just... I guess I don't think about it. You just do in the moment.
Well, that's okay. I know as long as I know, if I can understand you better, then I can like make sure I make it open. All right, so you go for neck first, but you're gonna go low on the second hit.
Maybe. Usually you draw the guard up and then you hit them low and draw the guard back down. And you just keep swinging until they stop moving.
Okay. Here, come back again. Let's reset.
Shep runs back.
Oh, this is good. All right. He goes and loads up a shot. Okay. Oh my goodness! And he kind of does it. There's a big bad guy that's going to hurt the ward. That's your cue.
He just runs back in.
This time he kind of waits for the hit to come and kind of lines up the shot and puts it right in the back of your armor.
The hell, Bo.
Sorry, no. I'm gonna... And he drops the gun and puts up the vine like...
You just take me out in the woods to put me down or what?
No. It's more... I don't want you to be afraid if you do get hit. Now you know what it feels like.
Yeah, how much damage does he take?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I have control pretty well of the tension that's coming on. So, like,
you're using
definitely
your
a
practice
low
gun
velocity shot.
I don't want you to be afraid of me, so I'm going to hurt you so you know what it'll feel like.
See,
Lasers on stun.
Now you won't be scared, like, oh God, he's going to shoot me in the back. You just know what it feels like. And I'm sure it didn't feel great, but your armor totally took it.
Yeah, let's not get in the habit of shooting me in the back. I wasn't really afraid before, just cognizant of the fact that if I get in the way, I might take one in the back of the skull, but...
All right, so I'll aim low. Okay, that's good data. Oh, let me think about that. All right, let's try it one more time.
Runs back in.
Okay. And, all right, so you run in. Goodness, isn't it?
Looks over his shoulder this time as he runs in.
Don't look bad. The whole idea of getting hit was you wouldn't get... Boom. And so this time, as you swing at the top, he knows you're going to go to, like, that second swing, a little bit lower, and he kind of puts it in the side so that... Now it's like that same place. It's almost like marking where you should hit to add more damage kind of thing.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I think this could work. This worked before. It could work again. You're about his size. It's all, this could work.
What do you mean by before?
What? I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud. All right, so if you're running in here and... So what happens if you wanted to heal something? What would you do next?
Well, usually you run over to them and heal them till they start moving again.
Okay. Oh my goodness! Marth is down. I mean, the ghost is down.
Surprise! He runs over there.
Oh, I gotta feel.
So many shots fired, and it's not just the weapon.
I mean, it's okay. I understand that this entire montage is because they're jealous of me and Arya's teamwork.
Heck yeah.
Shep, before he runs over there, is like, again.
We're not running two this time. Come on.
No, he'll
we
run
gotta
over
make this
there.
second nature, muscle memory.
Yeah, tactical slides over to the straw dummy of Marth and pretends to patch him up, flexing his new doctor's visitation skills.
Hit. But all right, this is good. This is good stuff. Oh man, This is way better than before.
Yeah, Bo, I think I understand what you're getting at, and I appreciate it. I don't want to die, Bo. I'm not. I'm an old man, but I think I got a couple of things left in this world to do. So appreciate you looking out for me and walking through this with me and showing me this place. I know it seems special to you.
Oh yeah, it's helped me over the years to kind of figure out how I can do better.
I think what we're all trying to figure out, but I will have to admit I'm never going to be able to look at my peers the same way after seeing what facsimiles you've made out of all of them. Definitely put a smile on my face today, Bo. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no. Anytime we can smile is important. I don't want to be in that moment and kind of freeze. So if I can keep on recalling over and over again where people might be and what's going on, I'm hopefully we don't die.
Yeah, I think the rest of these folks could probably benefit from a little bit of the same, talking tactics. And well, it seemed to work out for us. We've really come together and hit a stride, I think. I certainly wouldn't be nearly as effective if it wasn't for people like you and our team here setting us up for success. So I have to say I'm pretty much alive after all this trial and tribulations based on what everyone else here has been doing, not just because I'm a big dumb old man swinging a sword.
All right, so we see the two of them loading crates of the 3 Bs onto the cart and heading back to town. We'll switch our scene back to the tenements in the 7th Ward, to the unfinished school. I think the last time we saw it was during the ribbon cutting. So we have the walls and the foundation are built. However, there's no workers there anymore. Just Marth standing by himself looking at the grounds. We should note that all work has stopped on the school. The construction crews are not, their priorities are elsewhere in the 7th Ward. And even if they were here to finish what they were contracted to do, the funding to complete the school is gone with Boss Hatchet. So let's join Marth as he's looking over this scene. And I'm curious what's going through his mind as he's looking at the unfinished walls. This is probably the first time since the day of the akata that you've had any time to think, because you've been so involved with, rounding up food and all that stuff for the 7th Ward. You've got a little breather now and you came here. What's going through Marth's mind, do you think?
Well, to be honest, I think that Marth, while he wouldn't show it on the outside, is kind of full of despair right now, where he had worked very, very hard to make the school happen and to keep tabs on what was going on with Boss Hatchet, and was working to bring him down and replace with something better and all this stuff for the community. And now, because of this whole thing, all of his plans are kind of squashed. So he's in a what do I do now? How do I don't know how to proceed. For the first time in years, I don't have a clear path with any of this. And that's a rough place for a guy that is all about optimism and making the plans to keep moving forward.
Yeah, as you stand here, feeling or thinking that probably, again, the first space that you've had in a couple of weeks to think these things over, these huge seminal events happening almost specifically to Marth, right? You hear some scrabbling in the mounds, the piles of concrete, and you hear a familiar voice. Rudy Tooty! Rudy Tooty! And then you also hear, Marth! Marth! And you see that Sammy and Rudy Tooty have come to the site. Rudy Tooty rushes up to you and grabs your hand with his vine. Rudy Tooty! Rudy Tooty!
Oh, hi, Rudy.
Rudy Tooty! Marth! Marth! I knew I'd find you here. You haven't seen you in ages. You haven't come around at all.
Oh, hey, Sammy, I'm sorry. It's been an interesting few weeks, huh?
Oh, hey, Rudy Tooty, Rudy Tooty, go stack those rocks over there, okay, Rudy Tooty? And then Rudy Tooty runs off, Rudy Tooty, and starts stacking all the rocks on the site into this little mound in the middle of the area.
Well, he's enthusiastic.
Yeah, I have to give him work. He's really annoying. He just says his name over and over until you give him something to do, and then he does it. It's great. It's great at the orphanage, for folding laundry or doing dishes. But man, if he doesn't have something to do, he's just always in your hair saying Rudy Tooty.
Well, if Imelda doesn't work out.
So what you're saying is he's me, but with a vocal tick.
Well, he's not as interesting to talk to, Marth. I have to say. But yeah, he's great. He's great, but he's also really annoying at the same time.
I 100% understand what you're saying. It seems like he's that fun to be around for when you can give it back to the person responsible.
But he's been a real help. The orphanages, you wouldn't believe it, Marth. It's totally overwhelmed right now. It's just terrible. All these kids lost their parents to the akata, and also that battle at the jail. I've got more than I can handle right now, but no, I'm sorry to complain to you. Look at your school, Marth. What are you going to do?
I don't know. We'll figure something out. We got this far, right? So there's always a solution. It might take a little bit longer, but we'll get there. I mean, for now, maybe I can talk to some of like the businesses about doing some apprenticeships for some of like the older orphans. So that at least gets, you a little more space, also helps them kind of rebuild after all the fun of the last few weeks. And,
Marth. Listen, Marth, it's me, Sammy. Like, don't hand me the sleigh. I've seen you like this maybe twice in your life, Marth.
Look, Sammy,
She comes up and just embraces you.
God, I worked so hard, and I tried to always see the good in everybody and make all this happen, and now it's all falling apart. Nothing's getting done. We're worse than we were. I don't have a solution anymore.
Marth, it's okay. Marth, it's not a... Marth, you're doing your best, Marth.
I know, but sometimes your best isn't enough. Other things get in the way.
Marth, I know you're the ghost, Marth. I've seen you in Aria. I know what you're doing, Marth. It's really important.
I mean, of course you know. I mean, if Boss Hatchet could figure it out, of course you could.
Boss Hatchet knew about Aria?
Yeah. Apparently, when we were young, it was Aria and Hatchet were running together. He recognized her, and I guess that's why, he kind of took a shine to me, which makes it really hard when, this guy that did so much good for this area and was looking out for me and my sister also was, the cause of all of this trouble and pain. I have all this evidence now and his journals and all my things. I don't know, should I take it to the newspaper and expose all these things? Or do I just let him live on as a martyr hero? But then that stuff eventually all comes back out.
Marth, what are you talking about? What, Boss Hatchet was the cause of all this?
Yeah, he was. He made some kind of deal with something, and he was...
Look, Marth, the stories I heard about him, I know he wasn't this purely good man, Marth. There was something about him the whole time. You heard stories about him when he was here at the orphanage, but Marth, I wouldn't tell everyone, not because we have to protect his legacy, but it's about what he represents, Marth. It's what you represent, this hope, this effort to make the ward better, to make it really important and matter. And I think people need that. And I'm not saying Boss Hatchet wasn't bad, but this isn't about Boss Hatchet. It's about you. And it's about me. And it's about all the people around us. We need to give them something to believe in. Maybe it's Boss Hatchet as we want him to be.
Yeah, but then do his financial crimes then get inherited by me? If I don't say anything, then eventually those come out, and now I lose all credibility.
That's tricky, Marth. I don't know. But has anyone asked you about them or anything?
Not really. I mean, I'm trying to, keep things running between the people in the ward and all these new city guard that are coming in, but they don't particularly care about anything that happened in the past or how things are run. They just kind of want to come in and run their own operation.
Well, Marth, we know how things work in the city, right? If you're doing something like this and you're on the outs, you're on the losing side of the faction battle or whatever, you get busted. But what did you do? What was so bad? Was it something really bad?
That I did?
Yeah. Like, what are you worried about?
They funneled some really shady money through this school. I kept track of it all so that we could make sure to use that as a cudgel, but now I'm worried if they look at that stuff, they're going to, instead of seeing Boss Hatchet misusing funds, they'll see it as me or the school.
There's no way, Marth, that's going to happen. They'd have to confront Boss Hatchet's legacy. The only way that would happen is apparently if you tell the newspaper what you have.
That's fair.
Well, what about the ghost, Marth? What is the ghost doing? Where's the ghost taking you? What is that about?
Arya's always been there. I kind of thought that you knew. She's there. She won't stop protecting me. And I have a feeling that, maybe I won't let her stop either. I'm not doing it on purpose, but it's a bond. So I don't know if she has other goals in mind, but for now, it's just we're both trying to make the city a better place.
Right, but the ghost, that's you with your alter ego. What does he want?
See, even he's confused by the two ghosts.
What does the ghost want? Why? What is the ghost after? It's very different than Marth.
Yeah. I mean, the ghost, that came, honestly, like it was somebody had to stand up for the people that own the bakery that I can't remember the name of.
Jacobsons.
Somebody had to stand up for the Jacobsons, and things just escalated from there. Now, I feel like it's become a thing. I mean,
Once you start standing up for people, you can't stand down again. Is that it?
Yeah, kind of. And I mean, I don't even know if I would want to. I like being able to help out, at least in some way. It's a little more tangible than the way that I usually do, but...
The ghost is important, Marth.
Yeah, I'm feeling like if there's this big power vacuum that I can't fill right now with the normal political means, maybe, having somebody like the Ghost and the Wraith can help with that power vacuum in the short term. Gives people something to believe in, or gives some people, a reason to pause and fear.
Marth, don't hide anything from me anymore, okay? I know it's in your heart, Marth. I know what you can do. I know how great you are and how you're going to change this place. Even if this school's not being built right now, Marth, you can come talk to me and I'll remind you of who you really are, okay?
Thanks, Sammy. I really appreciate it.
Rudy Tooty!
And you too, Rudy!
Rudy Tooty rushes up. There's a neat pile of rocks in the middle of the construction ground.
Look at what a great job you did!
Rudy Tooty! And we'll fade out from that scene. Rudy Tooty!
Rudy Tooty would be the best person to tell secrets to.
I like that Sammy's like, no, you can't. You shouldn't tell everyone about Boss Hatchet. But before leaving the conversation, Marth, don't ever hide anything from me again. You can tell me.
Other people hide it all. Me!
Keep
I
it
get
in
all
the
the juicy
family.
gossip.
Yeah.
We now shift our focus to the clinic. The recently set up clinic where there is a line of people waiting for medical care and other people in the soup kitchen area eating, watered down hardtack soup, but with bok choy and broccoli in it.
It ain't much, but it's filling.
It's good, lots of vitamins and iron and that kind of thing.
We'll call it ramen.
That's right. Throw some handful of frozen veggies in there. And
We go inside the clinic to the examination room where Shepard is tending to an orc woman, wizened, shrunken, emaciated. She looks 60, but she's probably 30. Her spine was broken when she was a child, and she walks with her torso at an angle with a lurching gait. You know her as Crooked Vera.
I mean, that seems kind of rude and
Yeah. Dang.
No, one leg's longer than the other.
Yeah.
I treat her with all the kindness I can. She's had a hard life.
You're currently tending to her arm, which is burnt.
Thanks, Shep, for seeing me. I appreciate it.
How'd you get the burns?
Oh, there are some of us down under the bridge by one of them fires, and things got a bit rowdy, and I got knocked into it. Just burned my arm a bit. It wasn't nothing at the time, but when I woke up, it's kind of starting to blister and stuff, so I thought I'd better come in and get something for it.
Things get rowdy down there often?
Just, the normal thing, maybe someone has a bit too much to drink and there's some fighting going. Nothing serious, no one got killed or nothing.
I would hope not. Shep will file that little mention in the back of his head in case we need to do a patrol down there.
Yeah.
People are antsy and upset, food's short. Thank for asthma for this kitchen you got here, but people are a little
Goddess
antsy.
of death. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new people down by the fire every day with the foundry closed and all.
I know things can get tough when food gets short, but just make sure that you're not taking it out on other people, Gotta rise above it. And if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
So you finish tending her, you put the salve on her arm or whatever, wrap it up. She hops off the table and sort of lurches out. And then a man comes in, tall, human, ragged beard. He's wearing like military surplus clothes, I guess the fantasy equivalent of camo, and kind of limps over to the table.
Hey, you must be Shep. My name's Cobb. How do you do?
Hail and well met. What brings you in?
He points to his leg. You see a stain on his pants on his left calf.
They got me a wound that sometimes reopens. I need a little attending to.
Tell me about it while I take a look.
So he rolls his pant leg up, and you recognize instantly what kind of scar this is. It's jagged around his leg, almost the full way around his calf. And in the middle of it is this white crusted tear leaking some clear fluid. You recognize what made this wound. It's a trap, a man catcher with jagged teeth. From your days, you remember it. Usually the teeth were smeared with kobold feces.
Punky
And
trap.
whatever, if this guy had fever or something that you normally get from the trap, he's long over it.
It's got a very distinct smell. Where'd you say you got this?
Yeah, well, I was a tunnel rat. I was one of them, up in the mountains with the Royal Regiments, clearing out the kobold tunnels. I don't know if you want to hear this stuff. It ain't pretty. I was up near this place called Mule Train Plummet up by Hellgate Pass. Real nasty work up there.
Yeah, Shep just raises an eyebrow as he starts treating this wound and squeezing out whatever's in it. And
You know anything about the war? I don't know. I don't much talk about it, but I don't know. Whatever.
I know enough to know that a lot of good people died for not a lot of great reasons.
Oh, yeah? You familiar with the tunnel wars? Not many people down here know about them. It's kind of like this. The things is always going on up there, but
Yeah, every once in a while, someone passes through here. Tunnel is a tunnel is a tunnel, whether it's a mine shaft or, like you said, up in the mountains. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard a war story.
if they ever ask you to go up there with your spear, just tell them no. Better to get hung for refusing to go to duty than go up in there the tunnels, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and Shep's kind of gritting his teeth as he squeezes the pus from this thing, and he takes out a bottle of way, way soured wine. It's basically alcohol and vinegar at this point, and he's flushing out what he can from here and packing it with the cleanest linen.
Yeah.
that he
You've
can
probably
find.
got supplies by now. You've got financial backing and stuff from the restaurants around town. So the city's probably been giving you supplies too. So you should have clean linens and all this stuff. Things you may not be used to working with.
Shep probably doesn't use them on this guy. He's gonna go with what he would know would work for something like this, at least in his experience. Like,
Oh, you're using the... that's funny. We used to use the same mixture up in the tunnels.
And
Funny.
he sort of grimaces as you splash it on him. Yeah, man, they say it's not working unless it hurts. Yeah. Oh, this stuff's working all right.
Yeah, just
Where'd
grit.
you get the recipes? One of the vets teach you?
Yeah, I pick up a lot. I never went to school for any of this. You just been chasing a lot of people who find themselves getting hurt.
I didn't know better. I'd say you'd be up in the tunnels yourself.
Yeah, we all crawled out of a tunnel at some point in our life.
Not all of us.
Shep kind of like somberly nods.
It was my 6th incursion I got this. Everyone else in the regiment who I half liked, who was half decent, was dead by then. Stepped in this thing, sent back to the aid station, got this stuff poured on me, got the fever. Then when things were done, just stepped out of bed and never came back. I'm still probably a wanted man up the river.
Wouldn't go around sharing that part of your story too often. You never know who you'll run into.
Well, I got a feeling you know a lot about that, so I'm just gonna let it there.
Yeah, Shep just stares at him. I think there's a kind of unspoken acknowledgement, but you know what to do with all this stuff. Keep it clean, flush it out. Don't let it fester, and if
What'd you
need
say your
anything,
name
come
was?
on back. Shep.
Maybe if I see you around town, I'll buy you a drink.
Appreciate the gesture, but those coppers got to go anywhere. There's a donation box at the front of the clinic.
I got some dreams I gotta keep in bay. And he hops off the table and heads out of the clinic, and you watch him leave. You see him as he talks to 2 men you recognize vaguely as being former axes. We'll end the scene there. We come up with the next scene. We are in Triangle Square near the chicken stall. They're selling...
Sorry. I was dying to do that noise.
I can't believe it's been canon so long. Yeah, so
Chicken market.
we see at a bench not far from the chicken stall, Crowbeard, not in disguise, sitting just on the bench, legs crossed, eating a fried chicken sandwich.
So what is it with you and chickens, by the way? Is that like part of the circle or just your kind of thing? Do you try other meats?
Well, this disguise isn't bad.
Well, thank you.
What is it, barmaid disguise?
Somebody that works with Imelda.
Well, come down and sit by me. You had me fooled for a moment, I must admit.
Well, I doubt that, but thank you. And I sit down and I just kind of start swinging my legs under the bench.
You know, this is the first time I had their crispy chicken recipe. It's real good.
So, like, I was thinking of getting a tattoo. Is that, like, frowned upon? Because it's a lot harder. I mean, I could disguise a tattoo anyways.
It's a risk, but they are pretty cool.
Have I, like, proven myself yet? What else do I have to do?
Let me talk about your disguise for a moment. This is a specific someone real, right? Yeah?
Well, of course.
When would you disguise yourself as someone that's real, that exists?
If I need to be where they go.
Good. Why would you not disguise yourself as someone specific?
If I don't want people to trace me or track me down or even acknowledge me, probably.
Good. Excellent. So when would you disguise yourself just as an ordinary person, a not specific person? What's the advantage to that?
Nobody would recognize me, get in uninterrupted.
Good. All right. What do you think this meeting here? Would it be better disguise yourself as someone specific or someone kind of general?
I feel like you're getting a little judgy. I almost showed up as you, by the way, because I thought that would be really entertaining, but I recognize it would turn some heads. So this is what I came up with.
I'm just sorry. I am judgy. I'm just trying to pass on some information you might need to know.
You're assuming I don't know it. But this meeting might be before I have another... I have a busy day, okay? I just needed the
Sure.
one costume for most of today.
Well, you did... Oh, okay. Let's go to the next item on my agenda.
Okay.
You did ask me for some information about the temple. One of our archivists found a report, an old report, about 200 years old, by a surveyor from the kingdom of Daranal. They had surveying teams sent out this whole valley after the kingdom acquired the land during the Treaty of the Three Kingdoms. So, and he takes out his notes. The surveyor said the spot here where the city was ideal, the confluence of two rivers, the Needle could be made navigable pretty easily to the sea with some engineering that this site would make an ideal port. However, they found evidence of an ancient battle fought at this location. There was rusted armor, some bleached bones, hundreds of years old at least. And then they also found an entrance to an extensive engineered tunnel network, quote unquote, and apparently it was intertwined with natural caverns.
And you had to do research for that? I'm surprised you didn't know that already.
It wasn't known. That's the interesting part. This survey report is one of the only known instances of this area being explored, but the report did recommend that no one come here after doing some preliminary exploration, and apparently 2 of their porters died, and they blocked the entrances with earth. So perhaps the kingdom labeled this area as too dangerous to settle. So there haven't been many original reports of the area since
Are you
then.
guys going to dig out these tunnels? There could be artifacts, money. I mean, this could be no pun intended, groundbreaking.
Well, we like to operate, as you know, a little bit under visibility. We have some other things going on here, like a massive akata attack that we're getting to the bottom of. So,
I dealt with that already.
yes. Well, you seem to be have a little bit of an attitude change since our last meeting. Is everything okay? What's going on?
I'm just feeling, not that you need to know all my business, but I just feel a little anxious. Like, what's next? We've had a lot of purpose, a lot of direction, and right now things are kind of chaotic. I mean, we were doing patrols. I feel like my skills would be better used elsewhere, but that's just kind of what I'm stuck doing. So,
Are you feeling perhaps looking for a little bit more responsibility?
yeah, I am. I'm very underutilized right now.
I'm glad you feel that way because I have a mission for you.
Are you serious? Like a real one, though, not just spying on my friend?
A real mission.
What do you need me to do?
We'll pick that up next time
What?
on the Minus 20 podcast.
We move through the blocks when the sun drops low. Black mask, steel hearts, that's how we roll. Every corner got a devil trying to claim his space, but we break those axes, keep them off our base. Third person view, but we living it real. Street prophets with a purpose make the wicked ones kneel. Fire breathing demons try to torch our hood. We stand as the barrier between evil and good. Community first, the code we live by. War protect us to the day that we die. No capes on our backs, but we heroes just the same. Fighting in the alleys where nobody knows our name. We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine. Vigilante justice in the dead of night, breaking demon weapons by the street light. Every soul we save is worth the risk we take. Heavy is the burden for the people's sake. They don't see us coming, but they feel the change. Mysterious guardians keeping safe their range. From the projects to the avenue, we make our rounds. Silent as the wind, deadly as the sounds of axes hitting pavement when we break their grip. Demons lose their power when we make them slip. War defenders, that's what we claim to be. Fighting for the innocent, keeping our city free. We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars